On October 12, 1492, Columbus landed on the island of San Salvador in the Caribbean. What followed was one of the greatest world-shaking migrations of all human history. We Americans are a result of that migration. Our forefathers hail from all quarters of the globe. Without immigration, we nor the United States of America would exist. However, there is a great difference between immigrants who build and invaders who destroy. Therefore, it is my belief that we must stop these invaders, these illegal immigrants who are flooding into our country and destroying our communities. This is not to say that all immigration should cease. Indeed, our country is built on foundations laid by immigrants. However, we should allow legal immigration and legal immigration alone. I myself hail from a family of legal immigrants. My father is a legal immigrant to America. My mother was a legal immigrant to Canada. Even I immigrated to Philippines for several years. I am a direct result of immigration. However, there is a wide chasm between the orderly nature of legal immigration and the chaotic bedlam of illegal fence jumping. To prove my position, I will review how illegal aliens support the drug and slave trades, how illicit migrants destabilize and pervert our political system, and how illegal immigrants prevent legal immigrants from receiving their American dream. In addition, I will dispute some of the main counter-arguments made against enforcing current and necessary immigration law. Illegal immigration is one of the driving forces behind the horrific drug and slave trades. These trades undermine the safety and morality of our nation. According to the United States of America's Department of Homeland Security, more than 2.2 million pounds of illegal drugs were seized in 2012 just along America's southwest border. Drugs are not the only illegal contraband which crosses our porous borders. Homeland Security also reports that approximately 364,000 people were arrested for entering the country illegally in 2012. Many among those arrested were slaves. According to the Mexican newspaper Excelsior, in an article by Raúl Flores posted in July of 2014, approximately 70,000 people are trafficked annually in Mexico alone. Scores of these victims are dragged into the U.S. every year and sold for forced labor and sex slavery, chained to a life of horrific abuse and despair. While these statistics are terrible enough, keep in mind that these only show known values. Hundreds of thousands of people and millions of pounds of the drugs they carry cross our borders unnoticed every year. We must sustain the sovereignty, autonomy, and security of our country. We cannot do that when we allow other countries and criminal organizations to overrun our borders and destroy our communities. Illegal immigration doesn't just affect crime. Illegal immigrants also pervert our politics, giving voice and votes for their selfish purposes, leaving those with the legal right to vote unrepresented. Howard Foster, a lawyer noted for his extensive history in the illicit employment of illegals, has written on this issue. In an article he wrote for the Huffington Post in April 2012 entitled "Democrats Benefit from Illegal Immigrant Voting," he says, "It stands to reason that illegal immigrants who are legally registered to vote would have a very real stake in seeing to it that Republicans do not come to power with their far-right ideas about requiring proof of citizenship to vote and to be employed in this country. After all, if these laws were seriously enforced, it might be intolerable for illegal aliens to live in the U.S. They would, presumably, lose employment, subsidized health care, and the right to vote for candidates who will perpetuate this way of life. Our democracy is poisoned when we allow aliens to vote. Aliens who are required to neither contribute to our country nor show it allegiance or care. The destructive effect of illegal immigrants goes far beyond crime and politics. When we cater to illegal immigrants in the citizenship process, when we give them amnesty and protect them from the law, we bump legal immigrants to the end of the line and their dreams with them. As I mentioned earlier, my father is an immigrant to America. Shortly after he immigrated to America, he applied for his family to immigrate as well. That was 2.5 decades ago. In those 2.5 decades, 2 of my father's sisters died because of insufficient medical care. When my father applied for them to become immigrants, they were young and strong, ready and able and eager to build their American dreams. Now they are seniors without the health or years left to build an American life. Line-cutting illegal immigrants and the bureaucrats who benefit from them have stolen my family's American dream. There are many arguments against enforcing immigration law and securing our borders. One such argument is that to do so will cost a great deal of money, and indeed it will. But let me remind you of the money already spent on illegal immigrants every year, the treasure troves of hard-earned tax dollars wasted on these invaders. According to the Census Bureau's Survey of Income and Program Participation's 2012 study, an astounding 62% of illegal aliens unlawfully suck welfare. Take the taxes, hard-earned tax dollars spent on one illegal immigrant household every year, times the millions of illegal immigrants festering in our borders, and it becomes far cheaper to secure our borders and enforce immigration law. Another emotionally driven argument commonly used is that everyone should have a shot at the American dream. What is this elusive American dream? According to the Founding Fathers, the American dream is to be able to own and exercise a citizen's unalienable rights, written in the Declaration of Independence, namely, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The U.S. already grants these rights to troves of people every year. According to the Homeland Security's annual flow report published in April 2012 and titled U.S. Legal Permanent Residence 2011, the United States accepted 1,062,040 new legal residents in 2011. To put that into perspective, according to data obtained from the United States Census Bureau, the average U.S. city population in 2015 for cities with about 50,000 citizens was only 163,182. We already let in more people than any other country on the planet. This fact, backed by 2009 statistics obtained from the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, clearly shows our generosity. If the American dream is already given to so many, why should we give it to the hundreds of thousands who do not have the moral fiber to seek it legally? Everyone should have a chance, they say. Are those legal aliens already here truly taking that chance? Many illegal immigrants do not come to our country to build our country, but to be parasites. They prey on numerous government programs such as welfare, food stamps, subsidized medical care, even voting. They bring the vilest of crimes to our doorsteps. Entire cities are overrun with gangs of these invaders. How can they be living the American dream when they are destroying the American dream of others? If our borders are not secure, we are not secure. These illegal aliens not just affect our countrymen on the front lines, they infest and infect every one of our communities. They destroy our politics, leech tax dollars, and elude the law. We must take action against the tide of illegal immigrants flowing over our borders every year. Contact your senator, harass your congressman, for they are willfully deaf to our concerns, and only public outcry will save our nation. Thank you.